Wust El Balad, the band. They're really good friends of mine since I can't remember when. Henny Ad is a good friend, Mizo, Bob, Omran, and they saw my music video that I directed for Abu, which is called Awek. That was in 2016, and they really liked it. And so they were launching their new album. They told me pick a song of it and see if you want to direct it. And actually, I chose Ekhtelaf El Motalef. I really liked the song. I saw it like an old Art Deco kind of scene for some reason, and they told me as well we don't have a producer for it. So I told them, okay, I'm gonna produce it, direct it, content create, and act it as well. It's a really special experience to me because the timing of it, the people involved in it, the idea of it, everything is very personal in a way. Aranzad is basically it's a flower.
Okay.
That was discovered that grows on Mars in 2014. NASA discovered, and it's a very weird flower because it's the light it accepts or receives, it emits the exact same of light that it receives, which is a very weird function for a flower. And this is the only flower they discovered on Mars. And if you tell someone this, 90% people will not look it up. They will actually believe it or fall for it. It's not real, and it's a definition that we created actually, and we see it. We actually see the flower, and for some reason this is actually our logo. And this is what we're saying, that our content creation or our creativity is very genuine, and will make definitions that do not exist really exist, and to us it does exist. This is what Aranzad means basically. Even the logo itself, it's very. I think I love it. It's a very creative concept, and it's done by Adam Abdulafar. He's a very good creative director, a friend of mine, who has Affiche Plaisir. I don't know if you saw Affiche Plaisir, the guy who does a lot of affiche or a lot of movie posters, old movie posters, recreates them his own way. He's a cool artist, and he did a great job with the logo. My ulterior motive is make it like a creative hub for content creation and ideas to be created. And I would imagine a lot of artists working with us, or actually working in the same office. Basically the function of it is going to be content creation for online content and activations and stuff like that, and at the same time production. Eventually I would love to, there's a 5-year plan to have an online platform that caters for production and influential content material, basically comedy for kids, for family, for adults, which is something we lack in the Middle East. And at the same time, this is the global trend now, is having online platforms or online televisions, I might say. Not basically only the function, but having a more up-to-date and more relatable topics and content to internet users in Egypt than basic online, basic mainstream. I really liked. I'm someone who's always been interested about the past, not the past, but the significance of the past. I've always wanted to taste and smell the vintageness, or where my grandfather used to live, or my parents, or the old black and white photos and stuff like that. And then found out that you cannot really live in the past, or you cannot foresee the future. What if I bring the past to the present and the future to the present? So it is actually what I'm doing. I'm involving what I love, what I see and feel in what I'm doing. So Kulsum basically is a significance. The significance of her is in the clip, is basically bringing the past to the present for me and acting accordingly. And actually I named the music video itself, I called it Suma because of that. she inspired. There's a lot of inspiration from the. I don't know, but as an actor or as an artist in general, when you're working on a music video or a movie or a role, sometimes just get yourself into a certain mood so that you get the feel of it. This was the feel of Ekhtelaf El Motalef, although I was doing a music video, but I had to pick a reference to myself as a feel. How do I feel? How do I see? What would my eyes want to see? And this was a great inspiration to me soon. I'm a multitasker, so I can't really say I'll only focus on that or that or that. No, I actually strive on doing multiple things at the same time. I can't just focus on one thing. The fact that I'm actually only working on the acting now of the movie of Turab al-Mas, it's intense, and that's why I cannot really do anything else. But I'm really frustrated that I really want to do something else, but I can't. I want to work out, I want to run, I want to write, I want to produce, I want to focus on my company, I want to be with my kids, but I prioritize what I have to do, which is now is spending time with my boys and family, and the role, and whatever else, like meetings, like interviews and stuff like that, which is really needed, when needed, but in the future, I don't know. Maybe I die tomorrow. I don't know. What my present is my future. My present is I'm really dedicated for what I'm doing, which is my film, Aranzad, my boys and my family, and that's it for the time being. First of all, working with Marwan Hamid is a great experience. My first, I worked with him in Umarat Yaqubian, but I was a really small role. I was in the beginnings of my career, and the level of detail that actually we've reached in Turab al-Mas, as in characters, as in script, as in direction, it's intense and it's great, and I think it has all the international glamour of being an international film, or the standards of an international film. It speaks all languages. It's a great idea, it's original, and it's based on a novel, and it's not referenced from anything. It's an original thing that I'm really proud that I'm part of, and there's great effort in it, and I'm loving it. I'm really passionate about it. But one of my favorites of all, for sure, Yani, is actually London and Barcelona. Actually, Cape Town has all of those fields. Yeah, it's Cape Town. Brazil. Rio de Janeiro, baby.
Oh my god, that. Me too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Favorite superhero? I think it's Batman. Father and grandfather. I started playing. I tried guitar a couple of times, and I practiced the drums for 2 years for Turab al-Mas, for the role, for the film. None, actually. Maybe Turab al-Mas is the closest. Turab al-Mas, but it's different. But yeah, fictional. It's something for Ayn Rand. I think it was Atlas Shrugged. Atlas Shrugged, yeah, Fountainhead. Atlas Shrugged, I think. Howard Reardon. Magdi Aoub.
Magdi Aoub.
Yeah. Bulgari man.
Bulgari man.
I don't wear anything but it.